Manchester United 0, Liverpool 0. Really disappointed for Manchester United that we haven't been able to get the win over Liverpool, and today has really dented Manchester United's top four hopes. It has maybe helped Manchester City a little bit with the fact that Liverpool have only moved 1 point clear of them and we haven't actually lost to them, but really disappointed. Everything that could go wrong pretty much went wrong for Manchester United today. We've seen that Matic and Martial have already been ruled out of the game through injury, which was disappointing enough. And then we've had 3 fucking injuries in that first half, which have, I'm not saying that's the reason we've lost this game, but that has really hit us hard in terms of our top 4 hopes, because we've got a number of players out injured as well. I presume Phil Jones is injured, Antonio Valencia, okay, they're not players that are in attacking areas, but still players that could come in. Rojo's been out injured a long while. Then you look at Martial, Matic, and now a lot of others have got injured today, like Jesse Lingard. Rashford's injured as well. Juan Mata and Herrera are injured. It's just a collective list of injuries which has really hit Manchester United hard when we've got games coming thick and fast. Now we can't use that as an excuse as to why we were poor. We were poor from the off, I thought, today from Manchester United, even with from the start when we had everyone on the pitch that started the game. Liverpool were the more attacking team, but failed to create anything much today in order to get the win themselves. So they're going to be disappointed, but both teams are going to come away from this game very disappointed, and I'm very disappointed because it is a home game against Liverpool. I can accept a draw away from home at Anfield, just about. I'm never happy with a draw away from home, but I can accept it. But at home, it is a real kick in the balls. But obviously, as I say, with the injuries that we've received today, making it 10 times worse. Arsenal have now regained that 4th position ahead of Manchester United, but we do have a real difficult game now coming up against Crystal Palace. I mean, we did nullify Liverpool a lot today, and there were some poor performances from Liverpool's front players. I know Firmino went off early on, but Sturridge didn't do an awful lot. Salah was very, very poor today. Mane didn't have a very good game either. So that was a credit to Manchester United's backline that we were able to shut this team out, because they've scored in every single away game up till now in the season. So that is a credit there, but still we could have nicked the game, that is true. We could have pinched it, but also Liverpool maybe could have pinched it themselves. One goal would definitely have won this game at any point, I believe, if it had been scored. I'm not too sure the other team would have found anything different in order to come back into this game at any point, even if a goal had been scored in the first half. I'm not too sure if the other team, certainly Manchester United, couldn't have changed it up any more with the personnel if we'd gone behind in this game. So I think we would have probably lost this game. So at least we haven't lost the game, but them injuries have hit Manchester United hard, because we've got limited front forward line to play now. The likes of Pereira had to come in. Obviously Jesse Lingard came in as well and got injured, and Sanchez came in as well. Scott McTominay also starting the game. So I don't know if we probably will at some point in the next week or two see Fred come into the fold now, because he didn't even feature from the substitutes bench today. And I would expect the likes of Chong are going to have to get feature in the next few games, because it does look like, from what Ollie's saying, that it's very unlikely that Rashford's going to be back in time for that game on Wednesday. And I'm really grateful to Marcus Rashford that he put a shift in when he was injured in that game. We've basically played most of the game with 10 men, because he wasn't able to take him off, because his injury was the lesser of the injuries that we got, I presume. But it's not good if you're playing on with an injury, and from what I'm hearing at half time, when he come back out for the second half, he could barely put pressure on that leg. So credit to Marcus Rashford for running his socks off when he was injured in the game. I thought Paul Pogba ran his socks off and worked well defensively in that for the team in order to drag us through. Luke Shaw was amazing today and nullified Salah fantastically well, so credit to him, and he was probably Manchester United's best player on the day. So I would give Luke Shaw man of the match, but disappointing we haven't won. We've got to go again and got to get that victory against Crystal Palace to put Manchester United back in with the chance for the top 4, because it's going to be very, very difficult for Manchester United to get it if these injuries continue to mount up. We would like to hope that Anthony Martial would be back in time for the next game, but who knows whether he will be. If he's not, then it will probably have to see Tahith Chong start his first Premier League game of the season, which is going to be very, very difficult for him to come straight in and hit the ground running. So we could be pretty threadbare for that game. I did go for a draw in my preview. I thought that Manchester United were going to struggle to beat this Liverpool team, because it is a top Liverpool side which has got a lot more skill than it had before. But they were a bit toothless up front. There was only the one real good chance Manchester United had was that Jesse Lingard one in the first half, where the keeper fantastically stopped it from going round him, which did in fact result in Jesse Lingard going off injured. That was probably Manchester United's best chance. We did have a few free kicks where one did go in where I think it was offside, where the Liverpool man put it in his own net. But besides that, we didn't really create enough today. Lukaku out wide as well again, but we've got the draw. We can't be too downbeat. We've got to go again against Crystal Palace in the week and hope to get back to winning ways. Because if we don't, then it's going to leave Manchester United's top 4 hopes in complete tatters. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game today. Are you happy in the circumstances that we got a draw? I'm not happy with it, but I will have to accept the draw because of these circumstances with the amount of injuries, and I would have thought that with that amount of injuries we would have actually lost the game, and I think on another given day we may have well have done had Liverpool played at their full potential. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.